Namaste. In this short video, I'm going to see if we can work together to establish the breath of victory, or Ujjayi breath. And this is the breath that we use in the pranayama, the breathing practices in yoga, but also in the asana, in the postures. And the Ujjayi breath actually literally translates as the breath of victory. And maybe it's called that because it gives you control over your breath. And it creates this audible, soft sighing sound that you create quite naturally when you're sleeping. But of course, when we're sleeping, we're unconscious and we're not aware of it. So how to do it with awareness? Well, the first thing you need to do is make sure you're sitting comfortably, because if you're not sitting comfortably, you'll be distracted and you'll be inclined to fidget. So an upright spine, whether you're on the floor or on a chair, that's completely irrelevant, whatever is comfortable for you. An upright spine, so not slouching, not leaning. So maybe just have a little move. And then if you make yourself too rigid, again, that's going to restrict the movement of the breath. So just soften off. There's no need to be stiff and rigid. There's no straight lines in the human body. And we're going to start by creating this sensation of the breath in the throat. And although in yoga we breathe through the nostrils, it's easier to access this sensation of the breath by breathing through the mouth. So we're going to try, first of all, to make that sighing sound on the exhale. So you're going to take a breath in through your nostrils, and then through the mouth, sigh the breath out without making any, just before you engage the vocal cords, as if you're trying to steam up some glass with your breath. So it looks and sounds a little bit like this. So keep that going. Every now and again you might need to stop for a swallow. If you're working too hard and the throat feels a little tense, then a good swallow or a sigh can help that. And focusing on that sensation of the breath in the throat. So in through the nostrils. And then you can try that with your mouth closed. And then let's try and do that on the inhale. So rather than a sharp intake of breath or a gasp, it's kind of like the breath that you draw in when you're looking at something that's full of wonder or beauty. So through an open mouth. And then close your mouth and breathe out through the nostrils. Again, once you've got the sensation of that soft sensation of the breath in the throat, then you can try that with your mouth closed. because it's quite human to try too hard when we're learning something. You may find that your breath is a little bit shaky or trembly. So again, make it smaller and smaller. There's no competition here. This is not the Breath Olympics. It can be a small breath. It doesn't have to be a big, deep breath. So that sound of the breath is completely smooth. No trembly bits, no juddery bits. So we've taken the emphasis away from the nostrils and put the sensation of the breath in the throat. Now it's time to think about where the breath is going. So if you place one hand on your upper chest and one hand below the navel, and every time you're breathing in this Ujjayi breath, you breathe into your upper hand and the chest lifts and expands. And every time you breathe out from the belly. And the hand draws back towards the navel, towards the spine. So we breathe into the chest. And we breathe out from below. And you can let the gaze gently drop. That creates a little fold in the throat, maybe making it easier to make that sighing sound. You may actually see the hands moving. Chest expanding on the inhale, breathing out from the belly as you exhale. Focus of the breath is in the throat, and there's that soft sighing sound. And then whenever you wish, you can release your hands and place your hands on your thighs or in your lap. I like to make the chin mudra, which is connecting my first finger, my index finger, to my thumb. And I'm just going to breathe that breath just for a couple of more minutes. Eyes softly closing. Inhale to above, exhale from below. Welcoming fresh prana, fresh energy on every inhale. Releasing and letting go every exhale. There is no inhale without the exhale. There is no above without the below. Notice how the breath is in fact not just two parts. It's not just an inhale and it's not just an exhale. It is four parts. There's pause between the breath in and the breath out. And a pause between the breath out and the breath in, where the two breaths merge. And nothing is moving at all, not even the breath. So welcome to Ujjayi Breathing. Now you've discovered how simple it is. Don't let anything hold you back. Use this breath of victory whenever you need it. Thank you so much. Namaste.